What is going on, everyone? This is Eric Hutz for the win, and this video is way overdue. This is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I should have made this video when I was like 10 or something, because this is something that I've been going through pretty much all my life. Not just with gaming. I've had motion sickness with other things too. Car sickness, just, roller coaster sickness, pretty much anything that goes, faster than my eyes can keep up with or something. I'm not sure if it comes down to that. Sometimes I think it is my eyes, that maybe because I have bad vision, it's just like my eyes are just off in some way. Because I do feel like when it comes to gaming, there are times where I feel like if a game's really fast and the camera is just kind of swiveling and doing its own thing and I can't control it, that's where I get in trouble. And I kind of want to just talk about all of this and kind of see if there's anybody out there, any of my viewers who can relate, because it sucks. It's really something that has bummed me out for years. I remember being sick when I was playing GoldenEye back in the day, and I was playing with my cousins, and we had the 4-player split screen going, and I had to stop playing even though I was having so much fun. And I think I made up an excuse too. Like, I didn't want to say I was sick because I felt like they would make fun of me or something. I forgot how I got out of it. I think I just let someone else play or something. And I had to do that because I was just so upset and I was so disappointed that I couldn't even play the game. And I've had those moments even now. There's been times where we would do a co-op online or something like that. I remember Halo 4, we were playing co-op, there was 4 of us, and I had to say, hey guys, I have to go do something, when in reality I was about a step away from throwing up. That's how sick I was. And it just sucks so bad. There's been games I just look at and I know I can't play, and it just sucks because I miss out on these great experiences at times. It could be worse, at least I can play some games. I know it can be worse, so I'm thankful it's not, but it still bums me out. And so I just wanted to do this video and talk about it. Like I said, this has been something I have struggled with all my life when it comes to motion sickness. I used to get car sick when I was a kid. I remember being a little kid and we'd go on trips and stuff to the mountains and things like that. And my grandma, she used to give me a piece of lemon to suck on. That way I wouldn't get sick. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But good old grandma, she was looking out for me. But there were times man, I would get so sick and I would never throw up. That's the thing. When it comes to me and feeling this way, I never throw up. Like, there's times I could probably force myself, but I just don't want to. And I end up just suffering and I'm just sick and I have to lay down, I have to take a nap. It's so bad, you guys. But yeah, like I was saying, in the car, I would be sick sometimes. And then I thought, everything changed because when I was about 19, I think, 18, 19, I thought I was cured. And let me tell you guys this story. It was a weird story. I went to Vegas with my family, and we went for a family reunion, and one of the nights there, we went on a roller coaster, which I don't know why I did, but I did. We went on this roller coaster called Speed. It was for the movie Speed, and I don't think it's there anymore in Vegas, but it was this roller coaster that would shoot off really fast, and then it would go backwards to come back to the start. And that going backwards part hella effed me up. I was so sick after that roller coaster. I remember we went back to the hotel and I was laying on the bed. I was looking at the ceiling and it was like as if I was drunk, but I wasn't. I was having the spins and I was just so sick. And then after that, it was as if I was cured from car sickness. I never got car sick again. So in a weird way, I thought, man, I think this cured me. And I was kind of happy about it. But even though I don't get the car sickness anymore, I still get the video game sickness. And damn, it sucks. And the worst part about all of this is sometimes I think it's getting worse. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or games are getting faster or maybe my vision's getting worse. I don't know what it is. I just got new glasses a few months ago and my prescription didn't really change much at all. So I don't think it's my glasses, but I don't know what to think. Everything's questionable at this point. This is something that is probably going to be with me all my life. and I just have to deal with it. I just have to do what I can. I have to avoid the games I must. And so yeah, there's been times where people have asked me, hey, have you played this game? And I'm like, no, I couldn't. It's not that I didn't want to, it's just that I physically couldn't. Games like Fallout 3, Bioshock, and pretty much any first-person shooter campaign. I can play the multiplayer just fine. I think it's because I have control, you know, over the camera and everything. But single players, I cannot play. So Halo, no way. I remember I was even watching my brother-in-law play Halo and I was feeling sick. I couldn't even watch it. That's all. And that was the original Halo. I could not even watch it. Pretty much any Call of Duty campaign, that's why I've never played them. But I can play the multiplayer. So there's things I can do and things I can't do. And I'd prefer to play the multiplayer anyways, so that's not a huge deal. But when it comes to these games like Bioshock and Mirror's Edge and oh my gosh, there's no way I could play that game. But you know, these games that people really like and they say are really good, and I'm thinking, damn, I just can never experience it. I can never know what it's about. And that's just the way it is. There's even times where third-person games kind of make me sick, like Rise of the Tomb Raider, for example. That's the latest. Oh, you guys don't even know how heartbroken I am. I have to play it in short spurts, so it's gonna really probably take me a while to beat it. It's kind of shaky. You know, there's times where Laura, she's running and things are falling apart around her, and the camera shakes, and I wonder if I can turn that off. I need to check, but I was feeling sick the other night and I was so mad about it. I was just like, really, Erica? Because the other Tomb Raider, the last one, I didn't feel sick at all. I don't get it, you guys. I don't know if I'm just getting worse or it's just in my head and it takes me out of the zone and I just start thinking about it and then it comes true. I don't know. All I know is it's a bummer, and it's just one of those things that I have to deal with. But like I said earlier, it could be worse, so you know, I'm just glad I'm able to play games, especially my favorite games. You know, I was good with Gears of War always. I never had a problem with Gears of War, even though it shakes when they run and stuff. I just never, I don't know, I was good with it, and even now I still am. And then games like Bloodborne, never got sick. So it pretty much just depends. Some games I'm good, some games I'm not, and I can't explain why. There's no thing I can put my finger on or say, well, it's because of this or it's because of that. I have no idea. It's just random. And sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not. And the ones I'm good, that's probably why I go so hard on these games, because I'm like, yeah, I could play it. I could put in a bunch of hours, and I just go nuts with it because I can. And I don't take it for granted, you know, and I just really try and get the best out of a game I can. Because it's so random when this is going to strike. I mean, there will be games that I know to avoid, like Mirror's Edge. There's no way I can play that game. But then there's games like I said, Tomb Raider, and I didn't think I would even get sick at all, and yet here I am feeling motion sickness on certain parts. And so it's just weird. It's like a case-by-case basis. It just depends on the game. Because I know earlier I was talking about first-person shooter campaigns. I usually don't do well with those, and I do avoid those, but then I think about how I was back in the day with Metroid Prime, and I was able to play that. So I don't know if that's just like a Nintendo thing, and maybe the graphics were easy on my eyes back then, and maybe it was just slower paced, because now, I mean, games are so damn fast at times, and maybe my eyes just can't keep up with it or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's just one of those things that it just depends on the game, and this motion sickness problem can just strike at any time, and that's the thing I think that sucks the most because I can do my best trying to avoid games and play the games that I think are not going to make me sick, but then it sucks because there will be times where I actually buy a game and invest in a game thinking I'll be fine, and then I get surprised and get sick, and that's the worst. So anyways, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary. It was nice to share some stories with you guys, especially about my childhood and things like that, even if it was kind of bad memories, but you know, it is what it is. That was my life, and now you guys know some things about me. And yeah, so when it comes to some games, if I haven't played them, don't be surprised if it was because it got me sick. And yeah, that's just me. So that's it, you guys. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.